Yo, this is the best. This is the best candy right here, hands down, yo. These candies is addicting, and this is the best flavor. Yes, sir. That's where I went to school at. Echo Tech. Yes, sir. What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? Back, man. Back with another video. And I want to talk about this today. I want to give you guys, pretty much I had my lift kit on my truck for about 2 years now. So I want to give you guys a review of it. So I want to talk about three things. I want to talk about how it looks and how it rides, and then also if I had any issue with it. So it is kind of freezing outside, so it might be a little bit hard for you guys to hear me because it's a little bit windy. So I'm gonna sit in the car, talk about that. Before I do that, I'm gonna show you guys exactly the setup on the truck. So take a look. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is, so when I bought this lift kit, this is what I had to replace on the car the stuff that it came with. So it came with most of these stuff on here. I'm not no professional, this and that. I'm not a mechanic to be able to tell you exactly what's what. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. So right here, so this right here, I had to replace that. So it came with that. And then also it came with, I believe it came with, what else it came with? It came with a lower control arm. So I don't remember the exact stuff that it came with. So I'm gonna show you guys the back too. Show you guys the back. This is the back side. That's the shock. And this is 6-inch block. So the truck is sitting at the front. I'm sitting at 8, and then the back I'm sitting at 6. The reason why I'm sitting at 8, it is a 6-inch lift. So the reason why I'm sitting at 8 is because I have a 2-inch level on kit on there. I don't know if you guys can see. It's a little bit rusted, so typical Dodge. So that's it. All right, so there you go. I'll show you guys pretty much how it look on the truck. So like I was saying, like when I got the lift kit, there's a couple things it came with. It came with shocks. It came with the, I wouldn't say the same setup on the truck already, but it's like it came with different things that you gotta pretty much change up. You gotta cut some pieces on there when you installing the lift kit. So pretty much I want to talk about three things. Like I said, I want to talk about how it look, I want to talk about how it rides, and I want to talk about the issue. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna talk about how it look. So with me personally on the truck, like that being my first, lift kit that I ever picked and went with, I'm gonna talk about this. Like, it's not, the looks on there is definitely on a scale of 1 to 10, for me, it's like a 5 because, one, I was expecting a little bit higher. Maybe, some people 6-inch is high, but for me, more so I'm leaning towards like I said 9.5 inch. More so that's like what I would want. And like I said, the front is at 8, so that's like 2 inches away. So, and the back is at 6. So it's not really like the looks for me. It's not bad. It's not good. So I'll be honest with y'all. It's not really bad or it's not good. Like, it might be different for everybody else. For me personally, giving you guys like my honest opinion, I'd say it's not really a bad look and it's not a good look, but it definitely does stands out. It stand out with the setup tires I have on my truck. Like, you could really be able to, see a difference and stuff like that. But the only thing about this is, it's funny because this is an older truck. So this is a 2006 truck. Like the newer trucks, if you're looking at like the newer trucks that came out, most of them, majority of them, that pretty much have like the stock suspension on there, like they pretty much sitting at 6-inch. That's the crazy part. When I first got the truck, when I first put the lift on there, it seemed like it was really a little bit big and stuff like that. But when I come to a realization, driving a truck for a while now and seeing that most of these newer trucks, they have, I gotta turn my heat on. It's freezing outside. But yeah, like I was saying, most of these newer trucks, they pretty much at the height of my truck, and I'm on a lift kit. They not really on a lift kit. That's the crazy thing about it. That's why, me personally, I more so would want to be like at a 9.5, 10. I say 10 inch. I thought it was gonna be a little bit like a real big lift kit, this and that. Make the truck look huge, but for me, honestly, 6-inch is not really that. It's not really that big. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about is I want to talk about the issue. So, like I said, I made a video about my lift kit. It definitely wasn't like a 2-year review, but I talked about it a little bit in my last few uploads. It's like months ago. So, giving you guys a 2-year review. I'm not capping about anything. I'm being 100% honest. Don't think because I'm recording this and I'm going to be posting this on YouTube, I'm going to sit here and try to, tell you all the good things and don't try to tell you, be real. Like me personally, I'm a real person and I personally like to be real with people and just state the facts and tell you exactly what it is instead of me trying to beat around the bush. So issue-wise, to be honest, 2 years driving this truck, I don't really beat on the truck, but I do use this, I do use the truck to do like my little side gig every now and then. So far, I haven't had any issue with the lift kit. I haven't had any issue with the lift kit. The trucks drive perfect. I didn't have to replace any parts on there. The only parts I had to replace, which was, stock. It's like I had to replace my, I believe it was I forgot what it's called, man. It's like a small little piece. I forgot what it's called, but that typically wears out because, I think, my tie rods, pretty much. That's what it's called. It's called a tie rod. So pretty much those stuff wear out anyway. It's not because that, that it's not like the fact that it's because of whatever I have on here. It's, to be honest, those wear out. And then also one of the things that really cause that issue is having the wide tires on there too. But apart from, go back being on topic, apart from like issue with the lift kit, have I ever had anything broken on there? I haven't had anything broken on there. Everything still runs good and still in good shape. The only downside about this lift kit, like I said, for me is that it's I think it might be whatever. Yeah, it's definitely not powder. It's definitely not powder coated, but whatever paint job that they did with, like they put on there, whatever, you could, like, within the next, I'd say probably a couple years, I'm gonna have to, go with something a little bit different and stuff like that because they do, or I'm gonna have to get it repainted or something like that because they do kind of, you could see a little bit, I could see a little bit of kind of wear on the paint, but it's not really like, it's not rust that you could see. It's not no rust on there, but it's just, a little bit kind of wear on there, if you know what I'm talking about. Probably maybe because, I don't wash my car like that. Who knows? Maybe it could be that. But, and one of the things too about this lift kit, like the money wise with it, it's definitely not expensive, and it's definitely not a cheap lift kit. For somebody like me, I went with it because, one, I didn't really have too much knowledge and stuff like that on lifting a truck, doing all this stuff. Like, it was my first time doing it, and plus I thought 6-inch was gonna be, it's gonna be massive for me. Now look, I have 6-inch on the truck, and I do want to go a little bit higher, which is at 10-inch. But issue-wise, I'll be honest with you, I haven't had any issue with it. Me personally, I think that it definitely could be. That really depends on you, on what you end up doing with your truck, whatever. If you got it lifted, sometimes you might have some stuff on there that end up breaking up. But stuff like that happens because when you start being on when you start being on anything, when you start doing too much with it, that happens. Stuff gonna wear out, stuff gonna break. And I still have like my stock control arms and stuff on there, which I do need to replace, but I haven't had any issue with that. So that's a plus for me. And then the last thing I do want to talk about is, how does it ride when I'm driving? So once again, I'm going to say this again. I like to be honest. I'm not on here to cap. I'm not on here this and that to try to get anybody approval, this and that. But I'm going to be honest, from my experience, talking from my experience, the way this lift kit rides compared to me having a stock stuff on there before, the stock lift on there, whatever setup, I'll say, it rides a lot better. It's weird because when I put this lift, people think that when you put a lift kit on a car, truck, whatever, that it switch up the driving, ability, whatever, this and that. They could be right, but with me, since I put this lift kit on here, I feel like the truck drive a lot better. The only issue I have is with the, alignment issue and stuff like that. Once again, that don't have anything to do with the lift kit. That has something to do with the setup I have on my car, which is, 14s and stuff, 14 watts. So I'm just being honest with you guys. And definitely do your research if, whatever lift kit you do decide you want to go with. And then if it's your first time, definitely take some time trying to understand things before jumping right into it. So that's going to be it, guys. I just want to give you guys my 2-year review on my lift kit, my 6-inch Procom lift kit I have on my Dodge Ram, 2006 Dodge Ram. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.